Good evening, friends, followers, channel members. Welcome back to the flight deck. Another flight tonight. We are in Amsterdam, heading down to Italy. A gorgeous flight over the Alps. Yes, it's night time. We might not see them, but we'll know they're there. Lots of ATC around tonight. Hopefully they'll stick with us as we fly over Germany, over I think we're over Austria as well tonight, and then coming over the Alps into Linate. It's a great sort of approach, looking at energy management as well, getting down, obviously not too soon because of the aforementioned Alps, but then obviously not wanting to be high and fast. So good fun tonight in the flight we've got planned for you. If you're watching on YouTube, our operational flight line should be pinned into the chat, so you can check that out already. And welcome to everyone who's coming on board tonight as well. Shout out to our channel members as always. Hey DC, Benlock's here as well. Hey Barbwell, good to see you. Old Novice, Wally, Organ, hello. Hey Stig, nice to have you on board as well. Christian, good evening as well. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to our viewers also on Twitch this evening. Thank you for coming on board. So the flight time today is about 1 hour 15, I think, something like that. 1 hour 18. 1 hour 18 in total. Real world flight, yeah, Alpine 73 Lima Bravo is our call sign. Not the worst call sign in the world, is it, that one? I'm quite happy with that. We'll go through the operational flight plan and yeah, and then we'll get going. So, operational flight plan should be on screen. Oh, hang on, it will be in a minute. Yeah, forgot to connect the iPad up. 1 second, just bear with me a moment. Should be there in a sec. Hey, J-Hog, good to have you on board as well, mate. Carl B, good evening. Come on, iPad. This is taking longer than it should. Come on. There we go. Right, hopefully this will work. Yay, there we are. Right, nice full aircraft as well today, looking at that. We are literally fully loaded. Usual stuff then. So what's our takeoff? We're going to be 66.5. So we're already above max landing weight, so that's worth noting straight off the bat. Nice tailwind tonight. Costing us 37,000 feet. Usual stuff. There's our flight route, 36 left. That's a long taxi out from the hotel stands, so that's probably single engine taxi then for us today. Plug fuel is about 5.7 tons. We can take from a maximum of about 1.2 tons extra if we need to. CNR for Verona, which is the alternate tonight, 2.1 ton. We'll see what the weather's going to be like in a moment. The Gridmore should be okay till we get about an hour into the flight, and then that's where we hit the Alps. And it's sort of about 5-10 minutes. We just need to be aware that we can't just get down 10,000 feet in case of depressurization, but chances of that happening, of course, are very slim. Could happen. We are in the Fenix aircraft. Anything's possible. Christian says he's just landed at Bangkok. That place in the world needs some better satellite images. Wasn't it night time, Christian? Was it night time over there at the minute? Surely the sun's not rising there already. So yeah, our alternates tonight all looking good. All weather is Cat 1 stuff. Alternates got Verona, Turin, Malpensa, and we've got Turin in there twice. Oh, we have. Someone in the planning department stuffed up. Oh well, never mind. We're not going to need them. Not with the weather we've got planned tonight. Linate, oh look at that. Wind is variable at 1 knot. Doesn't get much better than that. Visibility is fine. Fuel clouds 5,000 feet. No significant changes either. So yeah, maybe getting up variable 8 knots. Sorry, variable at 5 knots. So absolutely nothing wrong with the weather tonight. Probably don't even need any extra fuel, to be honest with you. That is our flight route. Beautiful. Most of it through Germany. Over Switzerland as well. We don't go over Austria, we go over Switzerland. And what the hell's going on here? Alright. Okay, so icing turbulence up to 21,000 feet, 18,000 feet. Maybe a bit of extra fuel for that then. Once we're above it, that's fine. That is literally over most of our flight then. Sort of 21,000 feet and below. We've got areas of bit of light icing and turbulence, so That's worth noting. That's our sideward vertical profile. Let's have a look at NOTAMs. Runway 36 centre. That's unserviceable. We're not using that anyway. We're on 36 left tonight for departure. None of those NOTAMs affect us in the sim. Mind you, the last time I tried to respect some of the NOTAMs and closures here, I got told off on VATSIM because they don't do them. Construction equipment on strip 6 and 24, well, we're not using that. All SIDS, runway 18 left, change due to crane, we're not using that runway anyway. ILS 36 centre downgrader, yeah, so there's nothing there, maybe a little bit to have a look at as we go en route for our flight to Linate. Runway, what are we landing? Runway 35. It's just got a taxi, it's just got a closure. Oh, that's interesting. So it closes tonight at 22:30. Well, we better crack on then, haven't we? Alright. We'll throw a bit of extra fuel on then, just in case we need to have the anti-ice on for quite a bit. Not that much though. I reckon 6 tons should do us. 6 tons, I think, should be fine with the weathers that we've got. So let's tell the ground crew to load that in a moment. Quick look at the charts, see what we're doing. So we are obviously at Stand Hotel. I can never remember which way is left and right. There's a one-way system here to skip on, isn't there? Where's my parking charts? Parking stand charts, that's the one. Quickly just pin that. Here we go. So it's Bravo. Yeah, so we're going left on Bravo right at the end. So yeah, nice single engine taxi. We can expect Bravo, then it's Charlie, cross at Whiskey 5, and then Victor, and that's our departure runway. V3, V2, V1. We'll probably work off performance calculations from V3 here then, if that is available. Let's have a look at the departure that we've got. MSA 1800. Yeah, no obstacles around Amsterdam, is there? So we're expecting ready to Victor, straight out right turn, and yeah, no speed restrictions. Initial climb is flight level 60, transition altitude 3,000 feet, so that's just worth noting as well. Also with this departure we're expected tonight, remain on tower frequency till 2,000 feet, then contact departure. They are online tonight as well, so we probably will be doing that. Alright, well in that case, should we go and find our lovely aircraft? It is dark. It is very busy, and there she is. So I'm just telling the ground crew what we want. 6 tons, and then we'll get on board. Please. Hey Graham, good to see you. Says he's got a window seat. Excellent. Hey Tony Brown, good to see you as as well. Right, that looks fine. And I think we've got some 80s tonight as well, haven't we? Now, have I got... Is Fenix A320 GSX working? Find out in a minute. Right. Let's just hop on board then and see what's going on with that. Just bear with me 1 minute. I want to see if Fenix A320 GSX is actually working. I presumed... Oh, there we go. I think it's working. Yeah. I think it's working. Oh well, we'll find out in a moment. Right, we are on our usual sort of turnaround state then, and let's just check what we've got. So we're on external power, pumps are off, packs are off, nav logo lights are on, spoilers, flaps, parking brakes, high pressure is in the green. Lovely. Let me see if we have got the 80s knocking about then. Frequency one tonight for that. 13298. Has someone just spawned in on top of me? Oh, I thought I saw something a bit strange there. 13298.
Contact approach and arrival call sign only. Noise abatement NACTWO procedures shall be applied. Acknowledge information. Echo. This is Schissel information Echo. Main landing runway 06. Main departing runway 36 left. Transition level 45. When come. CAV OK. Temperature 2.2. QNH 1004 hectopascal. Operational report. Contact approach and arrival call sign only. Noise abatement NACTWO procedures shall be applied. Acknowledge information. Echo.
Okay, so I think that's everything we need to know there. So QNH 1004, that's fine. Are we monitoring guard frequency? We are now. So what do we control panel is set up? Just check. I've got my thrust levers calibrated back to the Fenix aircraft after our A320 Neo flight yesterday. Yep, that's fine. Squawking 2000. Acupressure's in the green. 1004. Constraints up there. Our initial climb's flight level 60. So that's set. Can we start boarding? Is that going to work? I hope so. Good. Let's have a look at setting up the box then. I'm not convinced that GSX is working, you know. Let me just have a look. Crew boarding is disabled. Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so I'm just checking. Fenix GSX is great. I've just not got. Usually I get GSX interfering with the box, but it doesn't seem to be doing that. Well, we'll see if the aircraft gets loaded and see what happens. Hey DMA, good to see you. So much love the flight. So they have to go to bed, a little bit sick, wishing you a wonderful flight. Well, DMA, just fall asleep to us in the background, DMA. I can put anybody to sleep, honestly. Right, let's do our usual stuff then. Check. We've got 3 nav greens, aircraft status, CFM engines, air cycle's fine. Alright, onto our init request. Can we get pre-departure clearance here or not? Yes, we can. Oh, should we try that then? It's not often we do it. Well, what does Fenix to GSX do? Basically, it means that it links GSX with the Fenix aircraft, and it's all done automatically once you import the flight plan, which is great. Right, let's see if we can do our GSX then. Not GSX, sorry, our pre-departure clearance. So, pre-departure clearance. Yep, gate number Hotel 2 we're at tonight. We have information Echo A320 and station is EM. Okay, send that off, see if it works. Reza, will we be using the de-icing stands today? No, there's not moisture in there, it's 4 degrees, it's fine. I think it's meant to snow tomorrow though, where I am. Christian, noise abatement in place of no shouting. Yeah. Good night, all novice. See you again soon. Right, let's see if that works whilst waiting for that then. So our flight number tonight, we are Alpine. What are we? Alpine 73 Lima Bravo. Hey, Easy Dream. And Stuff FC 87 for flying Luton to Zurich. That's a nice flight. Cost index of 4. What's our tropopause for tonight's flight? Check that out. It is 378. That's close enough. Okay, IRS in it. 5218 north, 4454 east for stand Hotel 2. Hey Peter, how are you doing, my friend? Recovered after your working day the other day, I hope. Right, have we downloaded the winds? I don't think I've downloaded them yet. Let's do that. Cruising at 37,000 feet, 66 degrees, minus 66 degrees. Okay, expected departure 36 left, all the way over there. Rendy to Victor. And then at the other end, runway 35 ILS, I think it's the Zulu, we'll check that in a bit, SRN 2 November. And that comes in via, I'm going to need the charts for this. Swan to November comes in via Dixa then, I think. What are the options? Dixa, Sorop, Vog. Okay, well, Dixa, I believe it is. Insert 554 miles in the box, 554 miles in the flight plan as well, so that's good enough for me. They match up very nicely. Okay, Radna page then. Here we've got the Schiphol VOR, and we'll also tune the Patton VOR as well, which is part of our departure. Oh, right. I'm not even sure what happened there. I don't think that was a Streamlabs issue. I think that was a YouTube issue. Anyway, should we carry on? Yeah, so I'm not quite sure what's going on with GSX, whether that's actually working or not. I don't think it is today, which is a bit of a pain. Let me see if we can restart the old quality engine or whatever it's called. If not, we'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. Anyway, let me get the preliminary load sheet. So, pre-departure clearance, that's been received. We've not got it yet, though. Zero fuel weight is 61 tons. Yeah, I told you it was a full flight tonight. 31.5. Alternate fuel is a ton, and we're going to take 6 tons of fuel, all being well. And that is exactly what the box wants, so I could have just hit confirm block, couldn't I? Takeoff weight 66.8. And a takeoff CFG is 30. Ooh, the doors are opening up. Ah, are people about to start getting on board? We're not refueling though, so might have to do that manually. I didn't open up the doors, so I think somebody's on board and opening up the doors. I'm not sure who that is though. We'll sort it out. Right, onto our performance calculations then. Now we've got all that done. Chewy, I've never had a problem with the Fenix to GSX integration. It's very, very rare that it doesn't work. I can normally just, you know, set it going, leave it to its own devices, and it's fine. Right, so 36 left, drive, flaps 1, no need to force toga, anti-ice engines will be on, packs will be off, takeoff weight 66.8, CFG is 30. Single live weather. In section data, I said we were going to use, we're using Victor 3, weren't we? I'm going to double check that. I'm pretty certain Victor 3 was the plan. Yes, Victor 3. Oh, come on, iPad. Oh, technology is letting me down tonight. There we go. One 147, 147, 148. Still keeping my eye on GSX. Right. If I do that, is that now going to work? No refueling as of yet. Fuel truck is on its way. Request boarding. Okay, we'll just do it manually. Flaps 1. And 53 is the flex. 53? That seems quite low. Right, thrust reduction acceleration values. Let's get these sorted. Grab SimSmart. Nine 988. Well, using the Orange Airlines SOPs with a thrust reduction acceleration value of only 800 feet. Let's go 788, which is so low. 788. Straight out, left turn, hold Sugo, and there's the approach built up back in for arrival. Excellent. Right, well, that pre-departure clearance never came through. Oh, look, we're refueling as well. Look. Ah, they're all here. Excellent. So passengers are going to start coming on board, and we're also actually going to have some fuel for our flight. That is awesome. So let me contact ATC and see if we can get our clearance sorted. 121-805.
Give me is occupied, so I can't touch into that. We're gonna touch into 56.
Transavia 321 Alpha, Delta 56 is approved. We do not have traffic on VATSIM, so you maybe have your multiplayer on?
No, I think it's my traffic on the base simulator that's the problem here, so I have to put that off.
Roger.
Amsterdam ground, good evening, Easy 73 Lima Bravo, Type A320 stand Hotel 2 requesting clearance as filed, and we have information echo.
Alpine 73 Lima Bravo, good evening, clear to your destination, Randy to Victor departure runway 36 left, initial climb flight level 60, squawk 3132.
Cleared via Randy to Victor, runway 36 left, initial climb flight level 60 and squawk is 3132 for Easy 73 Lima Bravo.
Hello sir.
Easy of Alpine 73 Lima Bravo, reback is correct, report when fully ready.
We'll go Easy 73 Lima Bravo.
Creation 64 Victor, contact approach 121-205.
121-205, thank you, by Croatia 64 Victor.
Okay, everything in the box is exactly as we wanted, so let's look at our brief then. So, grab the charts, put that all back up again. So let's talk about any sort of threats or errors that we've got potentially for tonight. So long taxi, so a single engine taxi I think today for us. Push back and we'll be facing north or northeast. Taxi a nice long stretch to run through our after start taxi checklist and all of that. We've got performance figures from Victor 3, so that's fine. I don't think they'll give us Victor 2 or Victor 1. The departure is straight out, no speed restrictions, nice low MSA, 1,800 feet. Little threat, the initial clearance is flight level 60, transition altitude is 3,000, so on the climb we will need to pull standard, set standard pressure. I think that's it, pretty much all left in its own automation there. It's autopilot on nice and early and straightforward. No real threats to speak of with this, other than, as I said, long taxi and one-way routes. Let's make sure that we don't get those wrong. I don't think Schiphol Tower is online. If they do come online, obviously we go to them, and then 2,000 feet we automatically contact Schiphol departure. Nothing wrong with our aircraft. The weather radar isn't working. We know about that. We've got no NOTAMs or anything for the flight either, so it's all all pretty straightforward. So it looks like refueling has been completed. Yes, it has, and we're nicely balanced as well. Hey, Dark Fury, good to see you. So I'm just waiting for the final few passengers then to come on. Let's start prepping for our push. Let's get that APU started, and then whilst we're doing that, we'll just do the emergency brief. So the emergency brief, as normal, might as well do a more comprehensive one. We've not done one for a while, so if we have any problems during the taxi, stop the aircraft, contact ATC. If there's a problem that looks like that we can sort of resolve ourselves, we'll not bother informing the cabin crew. If it's a bit more serious, of course, we'll inform them. We'll ask ATC to take us somewhere safe out of the way and try and hopefully troubleshoot the problem, or if we can't do that, get back to the gate and call the MOC. If we have a problem prior to V1, obviously we shall, prior to V1, I'll make the decision whether we're going to go or whether we're going to stop. If we're going to stop, I'll select reverse thrust, and if I don't think the aircraft's slowing as well as I wish, then I'll use max manual brakes. Once we're stopped on the runway, we'll just sit on our hands for a moment, ascertain why we've stopped, what the situation is. If it's something serious like a fire, we need to evacuate, just give that 5 seconds or so before making the evacuation decision to evacuate the aircraft. If we have a problem after V1, such as an engine failure, then we are committed. Get the aircraft into the air using standard technique, 12.5 degrees pitch, and following SRS commands. Once we are above 400 feet, we'll confirm that failure. I will trim out the aircraft, engage the autopilot. We will obviously shut down the affected engine, pull heading, so we'll continue straight out, and then once we are above 1,500 feet, we can look to level off, accelerate away, and head off to our holding point. So there's a more comprehensive emergency brief. I haven't done one of those for a while. So yeah, I'm just waiting for everyone to get on board. APU is up and running, so let's get the pumps on. External power, we can disconnect that. Let's turn those down a little bit. Seatbelt signs can come on as well. Bit of APU bleed. And whilst we're waiting for that, then let's run the cockpit prep checklist. So aircraft acceptance has all been completed. Fuel quantity is 6 tons, all balanced. Seatbelt signs are on. It is well 39 green. The power ref is QNH 1004. Alright, how are we doing with the loading? GSX certainly taking its sweet time. Oh, I think we've only got a couple more people to go. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Everyone's on board.
Lovely. And we'll get the doors closed and we'll get ready to go.
Okay, I'll let the crew know and we'll get closed up as soon as we can. Hi, Captain. Okay, we've received the load sheet from ground. There's the passenger count, the crew count and the total souls count. Plus yourselves, of course.
Okay, thank you.
My pleasure.
There we go. Hopefully the final load sheet has the figures we need. Still preliminary load sheet. Where's the rest of it?
Ready to close.
There we go. No, that's preliminary load sheet as well. I need the final load sheet, please. Can't go anywhere without that. Well, whilst I'm waiting for that to come through, we'll make a little PA. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our Easyjet flight tonight from Amsterdam to Milan Linate. We are running about 20 minutes behind, so I do apologise for that little bit of a technical issue with the ground services. Nothing to do with the aircraft this time. So we've got a nice long taxi for you tonight as well. We'll do our best once we're in the air to make up some of that time. The weather is looking really nice for our flight, and we should have you safely into Linate. At the moment, probably running about 15 to 20 minutes behind, but we'll do our best to make that up. For now, if you can get yourselves sat down, seatbelt signs are on, and the cabin crew are going to prepare the aircraft for our departure. Thank you. There we go. Final load sheet. So takeoff weight 66.9. Yeah, that's fine. 180 passengers and a takeoff weight of 29.9. That's the CFG 29.9. Perfect. Right, come on GSX, don't fail me now. Let's get ready to push and go.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
Let's get 2011, reback is correct, report and flew ready.
We'll would like to get 211.
Hello Captain, we are ready for pushback.
Skip all ground, Easy 73 Lima Bravo, stand Hotel 2 is ready for push and start.
First KLM 701, contact approach 121-205.
121-205 for KLM 701.
And Easy 73 Lima Bravo, stand Hotel 2 is ready for
Departure
push and
checks
start.
completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Last station, your call sign is Alpine, not EasyJet.
It is
You're
indeed,
flying
I got it
under
written
the
down wrong.
Alpine call sign, at least for me.
Apologies, I got that written down wrong. You are correct. Alpine 73 Lima Bravo, stand Hotel 2 ready for push and start.
It started to confuse me as well. Nice. Alpine 73 Lima Bravo, pushback and startup approved.
Pushback start approved, thank you. Alpine 73 Lima Bravo.
And 3 information echo QNH1.
Yes, he's completed now requesting taxi to runway 36 left.
Right, before start checklist, parking brake is on, takeoff
Portugal
is
7
confirmed, windows closed,
Air
EFB
Portugal
is on flight mode,
673
doors are now closed now.
uniform. Taxi
big
holding
lights.
point runway 36 left. At Husky 5, cross runway 36
Please
left.
parking brakes, please.
Survey services bought the add-on with the cargo ships in the sea. Great at night where you can see loads in the channel. It's great in the day as
Portugal
well.
7673 uniform at Whiskey
Okay,
5,
parking brakes released.
cross runway 36 left. You're clear to cross.
My apologies, as Whiskey 5 will be crossing Physics Center Airport code 673 uniform. My apologies again.
No worries.
Nozzle turn disconnected.
7, good evening,
Okay,
information
engine
echo
1
stand.
starting.
Golf 7 left, aircraft type A320 Neo requesting IFR to London Gatwick as filed.
Speedbird 2487, cleared London Gatwick, Fallout 3 Victor, departure runway 36 left. Initial climb flight level 60, squawk 7340.
Ooh, naked aircraft at the side of us. Not often I see that.
Clear to landing Gatwick on the Velocity 3 Victor departure runway 36 left. Initial climb 60 and squawk 7340.
Speedbird 2487, Rebecca is correct, report on for you ready.
Wilco 2487.
Triple ground 311, KLM 108, Taipei 320, stand Delta 47, information Alpha on board. Would you like a fare to Hamburg, please?
KLM 108, cleared Hamburg, Spikeborne for Victor departure runway 36 left, initial climb flight level 60, squawk 0171.
Flight to Hamburg, Spike for Victor departure, initial climb flight level 60, squawking 0171, KLM 108.
KLM 108, Rebecca is correct, report on for you ready.
Whistle.
Please set parking brakes.
Ground, Lufthansa 6 Mike
And
Mike,
parking brakes set.
taxi.
ATC Swede. Oh mate,
Lufthansa
absolutely the last
6
one went through. Thank you so much for that. I'm really glad you enjoy the channel, ATC Swede, and obviously quite long time and very generous support of the channel as well yourself.
Holding,
so
taxi to
thank
holding
you so much.
point
I
for runway 36
really
left,
do
via
appreciate
Quebec and
the support you give ATC.
cross runway 18 center.
36 center, almost correct.
36 center, apologies. Lufthansa 6 Mike.
Triple ground KLM 163,
hello, with information Echo on board requesting clearance. Ready, copy.
Alright, engine 1 is stabilised.
KLM 1863, cleared Düsseldorf.
APU bleed can come off. APU remains on. Yellow pump.
Tow track disconnected.
Spirals rudder. Flaps 1.
Left is
Cleared to Düsseldorf Airport via RNAV to Victor departure runway 36 left. Initial flight to 6000, walking 1000, KLM 183.
KLM 1863, the initial climb is flight level 60.
Initial climb to level 60, KLM 183.
KLM 1863, Rebecca is correct, report on for you ready.
Right, let's get our taxi clearance.
Speedbird 2487, the information Echo QNH 1004, pushback and startup approved.
Pushback approved, Green 2004.
And Alpine 73 Lima Bravo is ready for taxi.
Alpine 73 Lima Bravo, taxi holding point runway 36 left via the blue line. At Whiskey 5, cross runway 36 center.
Cleared taxi hold short runway 36 left via the blue line, and at Whiskey 5 cross runway 36 center Alpine 73 Lima Bravo. Hey Mona Lima, good evening.
Hotel, request IFR to London Gatwick, information Echo on board.
EC56 Zulu Hotel, cleared London Gatwick, Fallout 3 Victor departure runway 36 left, initial climb flight level 60, squawk 7344.
BM lot, no de-icing, there's
Clear
no
to
icing around.
London Gatwick via the Vola 3
degrees.
Victor departure for 36 left, initial climb flight level is 60 and we squawk 7344, EC56 Zulu Hotel.
EC56 Zulu. Correction, EC56 Zulu Hotel, Rebecca is correct, report on fleet ready.
Ground, Lufthansa 6 Mike, we have only one question. We only see Alpha on our way out from the Bravo 31.
Lufthansa 6 Mike, yeah, you make a right turn here into Alpha, and then the next right there's a short, it's a short taxiway Quebec, and that goes into Alpha again. So if you see Alpha, that's all fine.
Okay, thank you for the info, Lufthansa 6 Mike.
BM lot, Y engine 1 taxi only.
Contact approach,
Thought we'd make the flight more interesting. No. It's a long taxi, BM lot, so we're just saving fuel, we're saving engine wear and tear.
Next time, and also for the country
Cast TV Twitch, yeah. Same response, mate. It's deliberate. Absolutely deliberate.
Leipzig Air 2011, request startup and pushback.
Leipzig Air 2011, are you able to push on the blue line?
Leipzig 2011, affirm, we should be able to.
Leipzig 2011, pushback and startup approved on the blue line.
So that master caution. I'm hoping it's the usual
approved on
size.
blue line, Leipzig 2011. Ground at airport 2 on request
Cancel
start.
master caution. Disregard, clear recam.
Itaro 431, information Foxtrot QNH 1004, pushback and startup approved.
Information Foxtrot QNH 1004 and push start approved at airport 31.
Typical ground, KLM 1863, ready for start.
God, this is bumpy.
KLM 1863,
Stephen Mullen,
you're
good
at
evening
the
to
taxi
you.
out stand, so startup is approved.
Startup push approved, KLM 1863.
Skipper going KLM 108, we are also ready for push and start.
KLM 108, information Foxtrot QNH 1004, pushback and startup approved.
Pushback and startup approved QNH 100 for KLM 108.
Tony, why are we taxiing engine 1? Okay, so this is a question
runway
we got asked quite a lot back when the channel started. So,
905 Juliet Kilo, welcome to
with
Schiphol,
engine
taxi
1,
to
you've
stand
got
hotel.
brakes. You can lose steering,
Taxi stand hotel
but you've got
3,
brakes.
Easy
The
95
alternate
Juliet Kilo.
option would be, hang on, let me just mitigate where we're going here. So we want a right turn just here. And of course the cabin crew also interrupting me. Hello.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is secured for takeoff.
Okay, we'll call you when ready.
No problem.
Yes, so we're taxiing on engine 1. Engine 1 powers the brakes. Now, if we taxied with engine 2, you have the potential to still be able to steer the aircraft, should it all fail, etc. But you potentially could run out of brake pressure, which means you wouldn't then be able to stop the aircraft. So if it's a toss-up between being able to stop the aircraft or being able to steer the aircraft, obviously stopping the aircraft is more important. And we also mitigate it as well, which is why we turn on the yellow hydraulic pump up there when doing single engine taxi. God, I forgot how long this taxi is here in Amsterdam. So I think this is whiskey. We're clear to cross.
Clearance, reach 711. Do you see anything yet?
That's a strange question.
Reach 711, affirmative, but doesn't seem like a valid flight plan for a flight to Frankfurt. Please double check with sim brief.
Okay, we've got strobes on.
Will
We're
do,
crossing a
thank you.
runway. This is where we're going to pop the.
EC56 Zulu Hotel, we are ready for push and start.
Get the second engine started. So pop
EC56
off.
Zulu
Engine one starts to
Hotel,
ignition, starting
set
engine
squawk
2.
7344.
My God, my first officer's blind. Turn that down. I'll be blind if I look at that. I didn't like that.
Schiphol ground,
E-cam.
Alpaca
That
7
wasn't
Hotel
a.
Lima at exit
that
Sierra
wasn't a
3
side stick
and
caution.
request
That was
taxi.
something else.
Alpaca 7 Hotel Lima, welcome to Schiphol. Do you have the stand preference?
No preference for us.
Alpaca 7 Hotel Lima, taxi to stand Charlie 9er.
Taxi to stand
Seeing
Charlie
there's
9
anything
or
wrong
Alpaca 7 Hotel Lima.
with having the anti-ice on if there's no ice? No, not at all. No.
Itaro 431, stand by for taxi.
Stand by at airport 31.
Speedbird 247, requesting taxi.
Speedbird
myself.
2487, taxi holding point runway 36 left at Whiskey 5, cross runway 36 enter.
Close head on point runway 36 left, whiskey 5, and cross 36 center.
EC56 Hotel is nu
wel
ready voor pushstart.
EC56 Zulu Hotel, pushback and startup approved.
Pushstart approved, EC56 Zulu Hotel.
Alpine 73 Lima Bravo, contact approach 121-205.
121-205, thanks for the service, Alpine 73 Lima Bravo, bye bye.
Keep on going, KLM 108, we are ready to taxi.
KLM 108, taxi holding point runway 36 left at whiskey 5, cross runway 36 center.
Okay, we'll do that in a second then. So, flight control check, full left,
cross 36 center at whiskey 5,
full
KLM
right,
108.
neutral,
And
down,
Easyjet,
neutral,
EC
full right,
905 Juliet
full
Kilo.
left,
I have a gate change for you.
and
It's Hotel 2 via the orange line, please.
Hotel 2 by the orange line, easy 95 Juliet Hotel, Kilo, sorry.
No worries.
Leipzig 2011, request text.
Okay, just do a quick sort of rebrief now. So no LMCs, no change to the plan. Engine out procedure is standard, 1500 feet, level off, left center, hold safe 3000 feet at Sugal. Departure, noise abatement 2, Rendy 2 Victor, first turn to the right and initial climb flight level 60, remember set standard pressure. And the taxi checklist. Flight controls have been checked, flap setting is config 1. FMA, climb up blue 152, 6000 blue. And our ECAM memo. Come on guys, get sat down. EFB is stowed, disconnected. Time and crew seats for takeoff.
In Itaro 431.
Escape approach, Alpine 73, Lima Bravo is with you on Victor.
Easy 73 Lima Bravo, hello. Taxi Victor 4, runway 36 left.
Taxi, hold short, Victor 4, runway 36 left, Alpine 36 Lima Bravo.
Portugal 673, uniform identified, class level 130.
Control 130, Portugal 673, uniform.
Okay, there's also a one-way system here as well. So, make sure we go the right way. This is the de-icing pads.
Yeah, she just readjusted the frequency, so we are with you, Lufthansa 6 Mike.
6 Mike, amazing. You can follow the Easyjet A320 to Victor 4, runway 36 left.
We will follow Easyjet to Victor 4, runway 36 left.
Now then, we've not had a QNH change from the tower or anything. We can ask them. Oh, you mean because we're below ground level? That is true, Leon. We're at Amsterdam. It is about 12 feet below the ground level. 12, 11 feet below ground level.
KLM 868, traffic is turning to vacate. Runway 06, clear to land. Wind 020 degrees, 2 knots.
Clear to land, 06, KLM 868.
So just completing that taxi checklist, TCAM memo, there we go, takeoff no blue, and area is stowed. Well, approach path looks nice and clear.
Alpine 73 Lima Delta, runway 36 left, clear for takeoff, wind 020 degrees, 2 knots.
And just confirm that's for Alpine 73 Lima Bravo.
Correct, Alpine 73 Lima Bravo, clear for takeoff.
Clear takeoff runway 36 left, Alpine 73 Lima Bravo. Okay, so the approach path's clear, we'll get the lights on.
Approach, good evening, Guitarro 120, descending for level 70, direct Osram.
Land checklist, cabin is secure, takeoff runway 36 left.
Italo 120, hello, expect straight approach runway 06, descend flight level 45.
What was that then? 60 minutes on the push.
Expect LS 06, descend for level 45, Italo 120.
Protocol 673, uniform, contact Amsterdam 125.750, fijne avond.
125.750 for Protocol 673, uniform, thanks for remaining, sir. Have a nice evening.
Speedboat 247 with you on Victor.
Speedboat 2487, hello, taxi on point Victor 4,
okay,
runway
I'm
36
happy
left.
to go rolling takeoff.
Taxi on point Victor 4, runway
Start the chrono.
36 left. 50% Mike, behind the departing A320, line up runway 36 left behind.
Behind the departing A320,
Stable,
line up
set
runway behind, Scanza 6 Mike.
Manflex, SRS, auto thrust blue.
And Skipper approach, good evening. You really want to tell Victor, flight level 83, turning flight level 70 in the inbound river, currently dark Ashwa.
Feeling 1 Hotel Victor, hello, expect straight and approach from A06, information Foxtrot.
We'll expect the for runway 06, we have information from Third William 1 Hotel.
Speedboat 2487, can you accept Victor 3 for the
Positive climb gear up.
Victor 3 works, for 247.
Speedboat 2487, continue taxi on point Victor 3, line up away 36 left.
Continue taxi to Victor 3 and line up way after the departing aircraft.
Lufthansa 16 Mike, for your information,
First
one
climb,
intersection
climb,
departure
auto
on
thrust.
Say again for Lufthansa 6 Mike.
Lufthansa 6 Mike, one intersection departure in front.
We are lined up on runway.
Correct, there will be one intersection departure in front.
Okay, we will wait. Lufthansa 6 Mike.
What's part 1 engaged?
120, descend 2000 feet, QNH 1005.
2000 feet, QNH 1005, and do we have any speed restriction, ITAR 120?
ITAR 120, it is
Flap 0.
250 for now. I'll reduce
sound.
you in a few seconds back to 220.
Okay, 250 or not, and we have to reduce Osram, correct, ITAR 120?
That was 2 stations at once, unreadable. Speedboat 2487, runway 36 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 36 left, speedboat 247.
Cabin crews released.
ITAR 120, maintain 220 knots until the low light.
220 until localizer, ITAR 220, 120, pressure.
KLM 909 Golf Oscar, vector ILS 06, information Foxtrot.
Mark, thank you so much for the prime sub. Appreciate that.
Yeah, KLM 909 Golf Oscar.
Alpine 73 Lima Bravo identified, climb flight level 130.
Climb flight level 130, Alpine 73 Lima Bravo. And 130 blue.
KLM 1863, line up connection, line up later sequence, Victor 4, runway 36 left.
So we've got spoilers, flaps, gears up, get the lights off.
And ITAR 120, descend 2000 feet, clear toilets, runway 06.
2000 feet, ILS 06 seater 120.
Ceiling 1 Hotel Victor, descent 2000 feet, QNH 1005.
Descent 2000 feet, QNH 1005, moving 1 Hotel Victor.
So keep an eye on the temperature
Oscar, descent flight level 45.
as we head through this cloud layer.
Flight level 45.
And get the anti-ice on if we need.
Lufthansa 6 Mike, runway 36 left, clear for takeoff. Wind 020 degrees, 2 knots.
Clear for takeoff, Lufthansa 6 Mike.
F-Control 2011, line up await, runway 36 left. Leipzig Air 2011, line up await, runway 36 left.
Line up await, runway 36 left, Leipzig Air 2011.
Alpine 73 Lima, Bravo, contact Amsterdam 125.75, fijne avond.
12575 for Alpine 73 Lima Bravo. Thanks for the service, good night.
Speaker 2487 identified, clear flight level 130. Speaker 24.
Hello, from Wizz Air 1 to Uniform Echo.
10,000 feet, seatbelts off.
Sierra November.
Direct Oscar Sierra November, Wizz Air 1 to Uniform Echo.
Amsterdam Centre, good evening, Alpine 73 Lima Bravo, passing flight level 110 for flight level 130, ready to Victor.
Hello, Alpine 73 Lima Bravo, climb flight level 250.
Climb flight level 250, Alpine 73 Lima Bravo. That's 250 blue. Right, we're above 10,000 feet, so we've got airports on the EFIS RADNAV page. We shall clear that out. Performance cost index 0. And second flight plan can be erased. Copy active. Clear that RADNAV out. There we go.
Amsterdam bij Belgium 3-1 Victor, request further descent.
3-1 Victor, for the others coordinating. Roger, descent flight level 70 and close RTIP at 100 will be low.
70 RTIP 100 and below.
320, the fuel pumps can come on as soon as refueling is completed.
Brazavia 120, you may expect runway 24 in Rotterdam.
You can refuel with the fuel pumps on.
Ja, dat staat nauwelijks weer.
And that's absolutely fine.
Blijven met een straight in, denk ik.
But
helemaal goed, dankjewel.
Standard operating procedures for different airlines vary.
Brazavia 120, when ready, descent flight level 70.
Descent flight level 70, Brazavia 120.
Voor de zekerheid, when ready, descent flight level 70.
Ik ben ready.
Oké, ja, dat begrijp ik, maar...
Steven, I was waiting for somebody to say that.
Moet nog een mailtje of 60 vliegen, dus om 16.000 voet kwijt te raken. Dus ik zou zeggen, doe even de hoofdrekensommetjes.
Ja, dat ga ik doen, geitje.
Right, all is looking fine. So planned cruise is flight level 37. We've got the clouds above us. Get anti-ice on in a moment. That's nicely
Walker
depicted
1848, contact Langen
compared to what we had on the charts.
135, 650, Walker 1848, bye-bye.
Goedenavond, Amsterdam Center, Papa Golf, Oscar Victor with you for passing 320 inbound mark.
Oh guys, it's been a very long time since we had the game versus simulator discussion.
RTIP 06 Papa Golf, Oscar Victor.
Amsterdam radar, hello, Postman 143 inbound.
Oh god, I've just nearly spilt my cup of tea all over.
Postman 143 Amsterdam, radar contact. Hello, Posito River.
That is why it must go in the cup holder.
Descent level 150.
Not on the tray table.
Direct River, expect 06, descent 50, Postman 143.
1443 negative, descent level 150.
Descent 150, sorry, Postman 143.
BM Lock, it's just good old-fashioned Yorkshire tea today. No special flavouring.
Can I actually do ILS 36 Right, and then switch over official 04.
Papa Oscar Victor, I will check with Skip approach, stand by.
Thank you.
320 sim, I definitely don't get that reference. Steve, have I tried the potato cheese and onion yet? Oh no, I don't like cheese and onion crisps. I don't want it in my tea.
Mike passing flight level 115 for 140.
Hello, Lufthansa 6 Mike, Amsterdam, climb to flight level 250, flying direct Napro.
Climb to flight level 255 and direct to Navro, Lufthansa 6 Mike.
Alright, climb to flight level 250.
250, Lufthansa 6 Mike.
Papa Oscar Victor, you may expect an ILS 36 right, 1304.
So Easyjet, my camera movements are custom views that I've got set up, and I've just got them set to a button on my keybind on my joystick.
Papa Oscar Victor,
so setting up custom camera views, definitely worth the effort.
70 R200 and below, perfect.
And then you can get great views all around the cabin.
Passagier 120, start your descent now, rate of descent at least 1,500 feet a minute.
Start the descent now to 7,000, Passagier 10.
Negative, flight level 70.
Flight level 70, Passagier
0. Be unlocked. Yeah, oh, and I don't have black tea. Definitely don't have black tea. No.
Alpine 73 Lima Bravo, contact Langen 135650.
135650 for an Alpine 73 Lima Bravo. Good night.
Hi. Postman 1443, descent flight level 70. Close delivery 100 will be done.
Langdon radar, good evening, Alpine 73 Lima Bravo, passing flight level 220 for flight level 250, inbound Edupo.
Alpine 73 Lima Bravo, Langen, hello, identify proceed direct Asbon, climb to flight 7330.
Proceed direct Asbon and climb flight level 330, Alpine 73 Lima Bravo.
Genex 18,
330 blue.
Amsterdam radar 125 to 4750, ciao.
What blooming waypoint was that? Asbo? Asbon, close enough. We don't want an Asbo. For those of you in the UK that know what that is.
Contact 8 Papa Sierra, contact tower 133, decimal 380, happy landing, ciao.
Contact tower 133, decimal 380, thanks for your introduction.
Okay, I think we managed actually to just pop our way through that cloud there without having to worry about the anti-ice. Hey, Katie Pilot. Good to see you. You join us as we avoid clouds over Amsterdam, because I'm too lazy to look at the overhead. How are you doing? Hope you're not too busy. I'm still missing the streams.
Comjet 72 for Papa, Langen 8 and hello, schönen Abend.
Oh, Sheldov as well says he's got a job with an airline not too dissimilar to this one. Ah, but are they flying? Are they flying beautiful Airbus aircraft, Sheldov? Or do the doors fall out? Okay, we're having a good week this week. We're getting plenty of time for streaming in, but I've got a very busy month coming up in the next 3 or 4 weeks, so trying to make up for it now.
Boeing 737 lining up at departing runway 23 left. Yeah, make a right V60, thanks.
Cube, good night, my friend. Good to see you.
Roger, Delta Echo Bravo Charlie.
Sheldon, they do fly a beautiful Airbus aircraft. Excellent. Bet they've got a sort of purple livery as well. If it's in Europe, of course.
Cannot request Papa, we cross the localizer.
Fruitbat says the flyby has now got a new flare law, has it? What was wrong with the old one?
5 Lima Trees, contact Lang Radar 124, decimal 730, ciao.
Shallow, when you say not too dissimilar, you mean incredibly similar. Fair enough, mate, fair enough.
Standby. UPS 8 Papa Mike.
Oh, you'll have to drop us a message afterwards. Let us know how you're getting on.
12575, UPS 8 Papa Mike. Bye-bye. Passenger 5, Lima Juliet, contact Langen 124.730.
Purple with hints of orange.
Contact Langen on 124.730. Lufthansa 5 Lima Juliet, bye-bye.
Hey, Kevin Bulls, good evening, mate. Good to see you.
600 feet, intercept glide slope, just in case.
Sorry, again. I didn't copy it
So-
to us unreadable.
Does anybody drink tea without milk in it? Someone said they had to have milk in it. They didn't used to have milk in it, but they do now. Can't have tea without milk.
Delta Papa Charlie, I'll be close in 2 minutes. Report your attention.
For landing and 2-3 left if possible, after next orbit.
Delta Papa Charlie, actually join now, final meine Güte. Join now.
Just pop that on so we can see it a bit more on the stream. We'll turn it off when we come into land.
We'll join final 2-3 left now. Delta Papa Charlie.
Sorry, I think I'm broken.
Alles gut.
Dark Fury says nothing better than tea and
Papa,
chocolate
identified at 4,000
hobnobs.
feet, climb to set level 160.
I can't. I don't mind dipping
Contact
biscuits
Papa, reduce final approach
in
speed.
tea,
Final approach, Trios
but not chocolate ones.
Langen radar, good evening. Lufthansa 6 Mike, flight level 250.
How does it just not melt and be horrible?
Mike Lang, hello, identified, climb to flight level 330.
Climb to flight level 330, Lufthansa 6 Mike.
Oh, shell, no, fair enough. Yeah, you don't put milk in those teas. Just like curdles or
Papa Charlie, wind,
something,
variable
doesn't
to
it?
not 1 to left, clear to land.
I'm talking proper tea. I'm drinking Yorkshire tea. It doesn't get much more proper.
Walker 1848 request.
Who here is old enough to remember the PG Tips adverts with the monkeys? Or gorillas or whatever they were. Apes.
260, 3000 or more, Walker 1848.
Delta Fox Oscar, uniform Romeo.
Katie, surely you can't remember that. You're far too young.
I will be in the 1 second with you. First Walker 1848, contact Lang Radar 124.730, ciao.
Oh no, Shelnov, I'm talking before Johnny Vegas's time. The classic PG Tips adverts, Andy, yes.
124.730, ciao.
Yeah, do you know the piano's on my foot? You own it, son. I'll play it.
Delta Uniform Romeo information. Quebec current startup approved. Cleared Lima Sierra Golf Golf. Donut Tango departure. Flight route. Climb to 5,000 feet. Squawk 1,000.
Trying to think. Someone's gonna have to Google what year that came out. In fact, I can Google it. Hang on. Classic TV adverts.
Delta Papa Charlie, vacated runway 23 left via Lima 7.
Condor 3 Golf Papa, wind variable to
I don't know if they were apes or gorillas or what. What year did they come out?
Delta Papa Charlie takes to TRT via Mike and Golf.
Oh wow, there's one. It says here, 1971.
TRT via Mike and Golf.
I don't remember that. I'm not that old. I didn't realise they went back as late as that. I'm with
Alpine 73 Lima Bravo, contact Lang Radar 124.730, ciao.
124.730. Thanks for the service, Alpine 73 Lima Bravo. Good night.
Passenger 6 Mike North 580 1 to Unicom 122.8, ciao.
122.8, Lufthansa 6 Mike.
Tomjet 724 Papa, contact.
47 left.
Roger, turn left heading 05.
I didn't realise those PG Tips adverts went back into the 70s.
Yankee 07 left.
Line of radar, good evening, Alpine 73 Lima Bravo, passing flight level 320, flight level 330.
We are very high.
Okay, just coming up on cruising
Wing
altitude.
1019, roger, go around.
Going around, here on 1019.
Langdon radar. Good evening, Alpine 73 Lima Bravo is reaching flight level 330 and we are direct as well.
Alpine 73 Lima Bravo, I'm closing, monitor Unicom.
Okay, on to Unicom, thank you. Alpine 73 Lima Bravo.
From the 1 for the kilo first.
Alright. Well, in that case then, let's see. I can't see any reason why we shouldn't be able to get up to cruise. 37, we are heavy. 370 is fine. 35 is optimum. So let's just continue that climb a couple more thousand feet. Thrust climb, open climb, 350 blue. Up we go. Dark Fury, how many cups of tea do I have per day? And do I hold the cup with my little pinky sticking out? God, no. How many cups a day? Oh, I reckon it's 4. 4 minimum. 4 minimum. Shelnov, it's mad that people born in 2006 are now 18. Well, I struggle with that. 2006 just seems like yesterday to me, and well, later on this year I have a big birthday coming up. I'd be quite happy not to, but yes indeed. So I think I'm slowly entering the territory where I can officially be called middle-aged. 21, Katie, yeah, that's it, 21. In my mind, maybe. Sadly, not in my body. I wish it was 21. Just flip the numbers. Well, that would make me younger than my children, though. Right, let's get up to cruise. We'll do the fuel check. Check some en route weathers. I think everything's fine for us. I'll get the terrain radar on. We are going past the Alps as well tonight, so just in case something's going to go badly. We'll pop DGAD in. 225090. So we now should have the Alpine in there. Just zoom out, we should see that. There it is. And see, so this is kind of like a line of the highest point of the peaks of the Alps. If we have sort of a decompression or anything daft happens and we're this side of the line, turn round and head back. If we're over the line, continue on. And Flight Designs gifting a tier 1 sub to Katie Pilot. Oh, thanks so much, Flight Designs. Right, 35. I think we'll stick with that. Yeah, go off. We'll hold it at that. 350. Just alter the cruise. TCAS now, set that to below. We got Mac Alt Cruise. We'll cycle the SD pages. Katie, in your birds, can you just cycle them pressing the all button, or do you have to manually go through and press each one? I've heard there's different logic depending on the MSN numbers. I thought you could just press all and it meant you didn't. It meant you could be lazy. 2 ton of fuel used, 4 ton on board. Good, we're not leaking any over Germany. They wouldn't be happy about that, would they? Yeah, that's fine. No lights on the overhead, and we're all good. Leon, you know when you've hit the right amount of daily tea when your teeth start getting stained. I know that's the only problem. Brush, brush, brush. I'm going to start using teeth whitening stuff. The toothpaste, not like the special gel you can go in. I mean, I don't know if it's true. You see it in sitcoms and things. Is it true you can actually put gel on, fall asleep, leave it, and wake up and be glowing? Anyone see the episode of Friends where Ross did something similar? I'd love to know if you can actually do that or not. Katie Pilot is all the way over on the right. Well, hang on, you've got a minion sat there to the right if you can do it for you. I love it. And now that you've publicly said it, Katie, I'm going to congratulate you live and say well done on your command. Now flying with your left hand rather than the right. So, awesome stuff. A well-earned stripe. And Ryan E is celebrating 2 years of channel membership over on YouTube. That is incredible. Thank you so much, Ryan, for 2 years of support. Says keep up the good work and cheers for all the info and tips. You are more than welcome, Ryan. Thank you so much. Right, let me just cycle through a few en route weathers now. Sadly, we know that we can't request these so much of the Fenix in the box at the moment because that's still a bit broken. It'll be fixed with version 2. Katie says that the left hand has been thrown into the deep end with all the storms. 30028 gusting 40 into Newcastle the other day. 300. That's what's the runway configuration at Newcastle? It's almost east to west, isn't it? So you're going to felt that coming in from the right. Well, here's a great question for you. We were talking about this the other day. So when I'm landing, I prefer, and I don't know why this is, I prefer my nose pointing to the right and needing left rudder to counteract and roll and yaw it out. Do you have a preference, Katie? Do you prefer a left or right rudder to decrab? I like a left rudder. If I see, if I'm looking out and I see the runway over here somewhere, I start to, my stomach turns. If I'm looking here and I can see the runway over there, it's like, oh, it's okay, we'll sort that. Right, en route weather. I'm cheating. BM look, I'm right-handed, but I've always flown with my left hand. I obviously thought very much of myself. Let's have a look at en route weathers then. What have we got knocking about? Obviously Frankfurt. No, light drizzle mist, light winds. It's wide open. We've got where is, I think, got Hamburg down here. That might be a bit off course for us. Munich. Wind 250. Oh, 20 knots in Munich. That's a bit breezy. That's all right though. It's all Cat 1. Overcast 7,500. That's a high overcast. So that's fine. And then coming into Milan. Not that one. Where's Milan? Wind 2402. Yeah, they did say we weren't going to have any winds today. Visibility is fine and 3,500 feet ceiling. So yeah, easy stuff for our flight tonight. Creator TC might sound like an idiotic question. There are no idiotic questions on this channel, believe me, I ask enough of them myself. How do you turn the transponder on correctly? Okay, so when you're on the ground at the gate, it should be set to standby. When you're given clearance to push back, set it to auto. Because of the way vPilot works, some airports require you to turn it all the way on, but auto should work and be fine. So Kitty, you used to prefer crosswinds from the left when you were an FO, but now as a captain you prefer them from the right. So same as me, but basically you're closer to the runway as you come down the approach. Yeah, I get that. A little bit.
Or you can take off the...
Yeah, I see that.
Emergency landing.
I mean, you're only going to be closer by a foot or two, but technically you are closer. Simply can I brief you on my pencil weather and NOTAMs? You're flying there tomorrow in real life. I've not even looked at the NOTAMs. I don't think there's anything. I did look through them. The only NOTAMs that I saw was the runway actually closes at 10:30 local time. I don't think that's going to affect us in the simulator, is it?
4 Charlie to Frankfurt traffic, short line 07 right, emergency traffic, Frankfurt traffic.
So cranes. There's always cranes. Cranes. Oh, there's some aircraft stands closed due to work in progress. Oh, that's not effective yet. That's in 5 days. Close at 10:30. Yeah. Serrano Villa DME is... Oh, don't use it basically tomorrow. Aircraft stand 4 is closed. Yeah, Saran's still dead. Has been for a while. Yeah. I mean, something's got to have really gone wrong with your flight if you're having to tune to use raw data in your VOR. I'm not even sure where we're going to park actually once we've landed. Straight in, off at Golf, and park somewhere. Beyond luck, I know time's important in VATSIM. It depends how realistic you want to keep things, Bemlock. Also depends if the VATSIM controllers are mimicking them as well. That's obviously quite important. One day, I hope we get, it might not be in my lifetime, but imagine being technologically advanced enough for AI to read NOTAMs and pop cranes up around airports. Because every airport you look at has a NOTAM saying there's a crane. There's a crane in the way of your approach. That would be next level. Right, what's my... just want to clear that message. I don't like having a NOTAM. Easyjet Alps, we were late by 16 minutes. Oh well. Right, it was nice and quiet now as we head over to Alp territory. CFG, there's always cranes, obstacles, lights unserviceable. No one cares. I do remember I was chatting with someone. Oh, where was I flying into? We were streaming. We were live streaming. We were going into, I want to say Malaga, and I was going through the go-around procedure. And the go-around procedure altitude had been changed in the NOTAMs to, I thought, like 1,000 feet higher than what it normally is. And a mate of mine, real life guy, was watching it, went, what the heck was that go-around altitude? What was that? What did you set that for? He knew Malaga quite well. Says that's not right. I went, yeah, but NOTAMs, they've got it changed. He went, oh yeah, 95% of us would have missed that. We wouldn't have seen that. Okay. We didn't need to go around, but it was there just in case. That's a strange little dog leg. I think we can just get away with doing a little bit of Unicom. Alpine 73 Lima Bravo, direct Nito. With pleasure. Right, well, let's use the time wisely. And let's have a look at the arrival stuff. So, what's our landing weight going to be? According to the box, it's going to be 61, 62, 63.5 tons, which is fine. Runway 36, grab the meta, 63.5 tons. Run it with a medium port. Landing weight LDA is 244, LDR is 2357. Okay, so in theory, yeah, we can get in with reverse idle. Of course, the actual weather then is dry, and I want to use flaps 3. Can we get in dry flaps 3? Yeah. Particularly, I don't mind rolling all the way to the end, particularly as the rapid exit taxiway golf's right at the end on the right. CG says Malaga published new SID star charts late last year, and they revised everything in the no times. SID names, altitudes, waypoints, restrictions. They basically messed everything up. That's another reason to avoid it. I like the challenge of the approach going into runway 12 or 13 in Malaga. I like the energy management challenge because of the terrain that's in the way of it. So if anyone fancies a challenge in the sim, fly into a cloudy Malaga. Fly into a cloudy Malaga, runway 12 or 13, and see how you get on. Because you've got to be on it. You've got to slow down early. You've got to be able to get flaps 2 out to drop down without being too fast. Traffic. Well, that's not good. Okay, heading mode. Just climb, open climb. 370. Where the hell did he come from? And right at the time, the cabin crew want us. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Would you like a drink, tea, coffee, or water?
No, I'm still working my way through the last one, thanks.
No problem. If you change your mind, just give me a call.
Attentive cabin crew on these Easyjet aircraft. Okay, so we had no ATC to notify there, but just due to the TCAS. Put some distance between us and them. We can see them anywhere. Do you reckon the passengers got a bit of a fright? Must be a stealth aircraft. I can't see it anywhere. Stephen, the numbers are altitude, so that's 600 feet below us. That's 8,500 feet below us. I mean, we are now climbing. We're clear to fly. We're all right at flight level 37. Optimum, max is now 38, so that's fine. DT says back in the day he flew down to Malaga in the A320 cockpit jump suite with Air Berlin. Enjoyed it so much. That does sound awesome. CG, early showtime tomorrow. Oh, is that like a 5 a.m. check-in? Have a good nap, CG. Have a good flight as well. Good to see you on the channel. Come back again soon. Amagos, good evening to you, mate. We're having a good flight so far. Okay, putting the aircraft back in nav mode, going back to direct NATO. We'll just keep an eye on that. Night, CFG. I can't even say I've got eyes on that traffic because I haven't. I don't know where it is. Mo, what am I using for my McDo these days? So it's a combination sometimes. I have the physical McDo, there's a video about that on the channel. I also sometimes, because I also use Simbox to help control the lights, but there's also a McDo option on there as well. And sometimes, of course, if I'm doing something and I want you to see what I'm doing, obviously I just use the mouse so you guys can see that. Right. Fill in the box with some information. So we'll check the flight plan in a moment. Let's get the Linate VOR. 204 miles out. That's fine. I'm just getting the weather at the centre of the screen there. So pop the cost index back to 4. QNH is 1011. Temperature 10 degrees. Winds 2402. So a very slight crosswind and tailwind. Config 3, and what's the minimums? Uh, 537. And we're done. Platform altitude is 3,000 feet. We're coming in via Dixer as well, I think, aren't we? Yeah. So if platform altitude is 3,000 feet, we'll go to our fixes page. Keep DGAT in there. Level 3.5 and 9 mile radius around that. Good, good. Ah, legend. Was the Airbus foxing you? Is that what the problem was? Oh, Steve, did I put 357 in? Good catch, good catch. This is why the guy to the right of us has to go through the box and check everything for stupid errors like that. In Microsoft Flight Simulator, I rely on you. Craig, that's a good question. There's sort of two platform altitudes with this. Let's have a look. God, I mean, this chart, it makes my eyes hurt. So racetrack ATC usable for lock glide slope out. We've got Dixer down here, then getting down 3,000 feet, which is, so that's my belief that 3,000 feet at Sorup is our platform altitude. The 2,500 feet. Could be for the localizer approach. I'll be honest with you, I've no idea. Oh, it's for the racetrack approach, I think. Number 2 racetrack. Number 2 platform altitude 2,500 feet. Yeah, so alright. It's if you're doing the racetrack, which we're not doing, platform altitude 3,000 feet. But yeah, that is one messy chart. I mean, it actually looks like spaghetti in Italy. But yeah, it did take a little bit of understanding that. Okay, let me check the charts with what we've got. So we've got UNDAP in there. Let's have a look on here. Now, so we can actually, if you want a slightly shorter route, I think you can do UNDAP. Then from UNDAP, there's a hold at UNDAP, and we can make a left turn. But we are coming in via Dixa. So after UNDAP, we've got, yeah, the 608, 35 miles from Sorn, left turn Dixa, and then we're on the ILS. That's fine. Right, MSA as we're coming in, 10,100. Yeah, we've got the Alps, obviously. Drops down to 3,000 feet once we're abeam the airport. So we'll brief this in a bit and have a look at what potential threats we've got. False localizer capture may occur. Take caution. Fair enough. The go-around procedure, because of the Alps in front of us, proceed on runway track 3,000 feet, 2.5 miles or 4 miles ILS DME, 1,000 feet or to put what? At 4 miles DME at 1,000 feet or above, turn right, max speed 220 to intercept and follow the 103 radial Linate to cos, join holding. Christ, I hope that's in the database. That seems complex. Yeah, there it is. Oh, thank God for that. Can you imagine having to do that manually? That would be a really interesting thing. Yeah, autopilot and FMGC failure. Fly that go around manually. Yeah, that's it. Straight out, right hand turn at 4 miles ILS DME as longer above 1,000 feet. Intercept the 103 radial from Linate, hold at 2 cos. So transition altitude is 6,000 feet. Pappies both sides. Vacate at Golf. Park somewhere. Is this the airport that's ridiculously green? I think it is, isn't it? Runway 35, got runway lights, center lines, 3-degree pappies, and it's 60 meters wide. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, so a 60 meter wide runway. Just focus on the pappies because it's going to look a bit different to what we're used to. Hey Kirk, good to see you. Oh, do you know, once we've landed in Italy tonight, in a half hour or so, I think I'm going to have an amaretto. Why not?
Zurich traffic, Seabird 720 Tango, vacated runway 28.
Okay, so just looking how we're going to plan on the descent of this, make sure we're not doing anything daft. So we want to get no lower than flight level 130 until we reach Sulor, then 10,000 feet, flight level 100 at the Serrano VOR, then down we go. How many miles is that? It's 30 miles, that's fine. So actually, even though we've got the Alps, we've got about 40 miles, 40, 45, maybe more, maybe 50 track miles after the Serrano VOR, so we're going to be, yeah, we're going to be absolutely fine energy management wise. This is one of those flights that would look absolutely gorgeous in the daylight. As it is, it's pitch black, which is a little bit more unnerving because we've got some, you know, we've got some decent terrain beneath us. Okay, so we've looked at the charts. I think we've got everything we need to. We've been through the box. Let's go through that with you. So we've got the flight plan in there. We know what we're doing. ILS 35 arrival, Serrano 2 November. That's all in the box, coded in, and all the speeds looking fine. I'm happy with those. Right down page, we've got the Linate VOR in there. We'll just fill this in. Level 35, just so we've got 127 miles as the crow flies. That's fine. The approach phase box approach page is set up. QNH 1011, 10 degrees. Let's just set that. 1011. Set that up here as well. So that's fine. We're going to do flaps 3, landing minimums 537, VAT 143. Clean speed is 230. Landing weight's going to be around 63.5 tons. Secondary flight plan's fine, and copy that. Okay, so let's talk about the approach and any sort of threats and error management that we can go in with. So we've already worked out and been through. We no lower flight 130 until we get to Solo. That is fine. Flight level 100 at Sereno, and then after that, well, we're clear. MSA is 3,000 feet, and we'll just manage that ourselves as we would normally do. Platform altitude 3,000 feet. So threats, we've got false localized capture at America, so just take caution with that. Max 160 knots, 7 miles from touchdown. So that's fine. Transition altitude is 6,000 feet. So threats then, obviously we've got the Alps that we're flying over. We're mitigating that by obviously the levels that we've just spoken about. If we needed to go around, of course, that then becomes a little bit more of a threat because we're going around back towards the Alps and terrain. You can see very steep the MSA rises. In fact, you can also, if you wish, to put like a 15-mile radius around that, because if we're going around 4,200 feet is MSA within 15 miles of the Linate VOR north of the airport, as you can see there on the chart. So yeah, that's probably our biggest threat today. The Alps. The weather is fine. There's no notams that are affecting the arrival. I'd say this messy chart is a threat as well, but it's not too bad once we've picked our way through it. It's a normal 3-degree glide, so nothing out of the ordinary there. It's a 60-meter wide runway. That's a little threat because it skews the perception of what we're used to on a normal 45-degree wide runway. So there's a set of PAPIs. We'll focus on those. Look at those. Look at sort of a normal descent rate around between 700 and 800 feet per minute as we're going down. don't think we've got any ATC now, so I think that's another little threat. But other than that, I think we're pretty straightforward. We've looked at the go-around, we've already said 4 miles ILS DME, be above 1,000 feet, right turn. Max 220, so if we do need to do the go-around, that's going to be flaps 1 for the go-around. We'll not clean that up until we're headed towards 2 cos. And then once we have landed, we'll roll to the end, auto brake low. I can disengage that if I feel like we're going to stop a bit too soon, because we just want to roll off at Golf, and then it is a one-way system here, left on Alpha, and yeah, we'll just park up somewhere and head to the bar. So I think that covers pretty much everything. I've got the lights of Milan now ahead of us. Emma, how do you set the secondary QNH? It should, I think it changes, hang on, I think it changes automatically. If I just push that. Yeah, if you change it to HG, it changes down there as well. Quick check on the fuel, what we've got endurance-wise at the moment. We've probably got about an hour and a half fuel on board. We were heavy tonight and full, so with the good weather, we didn't take a lot of extra fuel. Probably didn't need it. That is a nice view of the roads weaving its way through the Alps, don't you think? That's really neat. So guys, if you haven't done so already and you are enjoying our flight this evening, please do me a huge favour, hit the like button on the stream. It does make a difference, I promise you it does. So thank you for that. As we're going to be heading down a little bit, we'll PA to the passengers. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening once again from the flight deck. So we're going to be starting our descent in the next 5 or 10 minutes. We're currently flying right over the top of the Alps, and then we'll start descending once we've cleared those. And we're looking to have you on the ground in about 25 minutes time, so we're still running slightly behind schedule, so our apologies for that. The weather though down in Milan is good. It's nice clear weather. It's about 10 degrees as well. The cabin crew are going to start tidying up the aircraft, prepare for our arrival, so if you can give them any assistance when asked, that would be lovely, and we'll speak to you again shortly. Thank you. G-Mark, how can the tropopause differs on the flight plan to what's in the McDo? So yeah, you are meant to make the match. If they're out by a few hundred feet, it's not going to make much difference. It's purely just sort of for fuel calculations and sort of how the aircraft's going to climb and that sort of stuff. But if you're out by 1,000 feet, I don't think it actually makes that much difference. But yeah, in theory, you're meant to make the match up. Stephen, so if you get sort of moderate severe turbulence, that's what the turbulence penetration speeds are. So for example, now if we were to hit severe turbulence, we'd pull speed and set Mach 0.76, which is the turbulence penetration speed for the aircraft. Actually, that might be for the Neo. They do differ. They do differ between the A19, the A320, the A320 Neo, the A321. So yeah, there is a specific speed, and there's also it also changes below flight level 200 as well. Jima, is that the same for the engine acceleration and the takeoff calculator? What is in the McDo? No, you can set those as per what. Well, try and set them as per what the airport wants. If you've got something like SimSmart, it gives you sort of the realistic thrust reduction acceleration values. But these change, and they are airline specific, so there's no real right and wrong with those. Right, we're at our top of descent now, so we're going to start getting down. We'll go flight level 170. We'll push for managed descent. So we're now above the highest point of the Alps, or roughly the highest point of the Alps, just crossing that line now. So if we had a problem now, we would carry on, we wouldn't turn around. Hey, Clever Trevor, good to see you. Loving this down here. Oh, I could live down there. I don't know where that is, but I could live down there. Leon, any update for the landing calculator on the website? The website is coming along really, really nicely now. It now does all the V-speed calculations, but we still need to add the corrections to them. So it's yeah, no, it is. It's working really, really well. Shouldn't be too long. I'm not going to give a time because, well, we know what happens when companies give times. But yes, coming along very, very nicely indeed. Reza, am I using the MiniFCU today? I am indeed. I never fly without it. Remember, if you are going to buy one, use the discount code Easyjet SimPilot, get yourself 10% off. Nice long profile, what a gorgeous view that we've got of the city coming in. A few clouds knocking over Milan, but nothing major. I'm going to say that in airports you find landing at night easier than landing during the day. No, I don't think so. Craig, is the reason no trim setting? Yes, because the real performance calculator doesn't give you one. It does give it to you on a different page if you go looking for it, but it's not there in what you see and what you use. How SimSmart is, and pilots don't use them a lot of airlines don't use it anyway. Alex Aviator, good evening from Milan. Excellent. Reza, the real Airbus calculator doesn't give a true setting. It does, Reza, but not on the V-speed calculation page. No, it doesn't. They don't need it, Reza. They use the CFG from the load sheets. It's less ambiguous and less room for error. It's very easy to set up 0.8 instead of down 0.8, and those kind of errors can really screw up your rotation. So that's why it's not in SimSmart, just because it's not in the main page of FlySmart, and obviously we wanted to try and make it as realistic as possible. Right, profile is looking very nice. And I'll be honest with you, the view is also looking very nice down there. That's quite a neat view, I like that. Oh, I've just realised I think I've got some ironing to do after this. How depressing is that? Hey Lightspeed, good to see you. Thought I'd stop in quickly and say hi, gotta go. Well, you really are living up to your name there, mate. Good to see you. If only for a few moments. Reza, ever consider doing a flight in a Boeing aircraft? And Jim says he's fallen in love with the Fenix A320, and that's coming over from a Boeing. There you go. There you go. Alright, we're thrust idle. Surely you just got hydraulics, yellow reservoir, low air pressure running. How bad is it? It's not life-ending, which is obviously good news. There are worse things you could get. What I'd now be thinking is, what if I get a green issue as well? Reza, thank you so much for gifting membership. I really appreciate that. Great way to support the channel. Thank you so much. Right, we are going to continue that descent now. Flight level 70 blue. And we're safely away from that terrain, so I'm going to pull that. We're going to go thrust idle, over descent. I'm going to start dropping down a little bit. And then we can, with that, give ourselves some room for manoeuvre in terms of slowing our aircraft down. Might be able to see the airport actually. It's down there somewhere. Actually, it might be a bit further over here. We will pass it in a bit. DD says, you're watching on a 65-inch TV and it actually looks like you're sitting the plane. I bet it does. I'm going to prefer to use vertical speed. Vertical speed? Oh yeah, sorry, vertical speed spanning to descent.
MSFS Alpine 74, fully established at ILS Zulu runway 35 left.
Okay. Yeah, once you start getting lower down, VS is nice, just to sort of try and tailor that that approach, nice continuous descent approach. Right, time to strap everybody in. So you can see we're just dropping below the profile now, which is as planned. Right, the airport's over there somewhere. I hope. So we want 3,000 feet as we cross this. So now is a great sort of time to look at setting 3,000 feet. We'll push for local QNH. There we go, 3,000 feet. And that's 3,000 feet there, which is fine. I can now use VS if I wish, look, to just move that. And if I aim for about 3,000 feet there, which is obviously sooner than we need to, but you've got to take into account we need to slow the aircraft down, and that's going to you know, we'll have to level off to do that. So this arrow will then, as we level off, move further and further down the track line. So that I'm happy with. So we're VS 2,100 feet at the moment. Tony, the main airport is Malpensa. Yeah, this is Linate. So Chumi, yeah, the yellow system, yellow system's now gone. It's fine. Leon, can you deploy speed brakes? I can. The idea is not to, if you can help it. Just follow the ECAM actions, Chumi, and you'll survive. Although you will now potentially need to do a landing calculation
left establish the RS35
with the failure. Yeah, exactly. You've lost some spoilers. Flaps might deploy slowly, so just be aware of that. Get yourself configured nice and early. Maybe a nice stabilised approach. Linate traffic Alpine 73 Lima Bravo is 2 miles north of Undap on the Serrano 2 November. Arrival for ILS runway 35. Right, speed 250 knots, pull open descent, help us to slow down. We'll get the lights on as we get to 10,000 feet. Hit the LS button. India Lima November Tango is identified. And now we can also activate the approach phase. I think I've got an arrival here. Pull heading. I'm going to slot him behind this aircraft rather than cut him up. So we'll let him go past and then we'll make left traffic. We'll tidy our flight plan up as well in a moment. Outside of it, I think Easyjet do fly a couple of flights to Bergamo. Not many, but I do think they do a couple. I just say it's more a Ryanair destination.
Tower 431 for the establishing RNS from 35, 10 mile DME.
Camera crew, prepare for landing. So, traffic there. Linate traffic Alpine 73 Lima Bravo is currently 6 miles out from Linate. Downwind, and we'll make left traffic slotting in behind the aircraft on a 25 mile flight. So just slow that VS down, 1,200. Okay, so now if we go back direct to Dixer, that should clean up the flight plan and get us back on track. Ah, Chewy, if I was in a boring stage of my flight, I'd get some stuff out and look to help you out. Oh, Chubby, you really are having a bad night. So we just selected VS 700. Now if we can maintain this all the way down, we should get a nice CDA, which is lovely. Got clouds in front of us. What temperature have we got? Oh, we don't need to worry about anti-ice. They're fine.
Itaro 1628 established on ILS runway 35.
Okay, Alec Line Slope, Lock Blue, Cat 3 Dual, Autopilot 1 and 2. Hey, Pap and Polly. Hope you're doing well. You join us literally at the time when we're about to land, so good timing. Always an exciting bit of the flight. So we've got a slight tailwind and crosswind from our left back side. Nothing too major. Oleg, thank you for the sub. So bear in mind, remember, we're still 250 knots, which is fine, because we're also still 23 miles out. Really long final. Didn't want to go this long, but there was an aircraft on final, and we didn't want to cut him up. Hey, Case Pies, I don't have the Latin VFR A319, I only have the A321 Neo, so the short answer is no. Okay, I'm going to push for managed speed. I'll start slowing the aircraft down. Linate traffic, Alpine 73, Lima Bravo, established runway 35, 17 mile final.
Landing traffic, Itaro 40, runway 35, vacated, traffic.
So our flight plan is nicely sequenced. DT, what's the fixed circle on the navigation display for? So it's a 9 mile radius, basically. Hit 3,000, aim for 3,000 feet as we transect that radius, and that's yeah, that's the perfect approach. It's just for my own energy management. It's the way I like to do it. Every pilot does it differently, but that works for me. Flaps 1, speeds checked. Flaps 1. Hello.
Hi, Captain. All passengers are seated and secured for landing.
Okay, that's great. If you can get yourselves seated as well, we should be on the ground in less than 5 minutes.
No problem.
Hey, Chris. I do actually prefer flying in the daytime. It looks beautiful. But I also like flying the real life time, so if I'm only free in an evening, that's what we have to live with until the summer months. Hoodie, good evening to you. Right, we've got a bit of a tailwind. We're about to hit the glide slope, so we'll get flaps 2 out. So speed's checked, flaps 2. Full speed 180. Should we turn the dial the right way? So I think that aircraft that is ahead of us has now, I think it's touched down. Speed 160. Just remembered, I'm not looking down there. I thought, where's my flaps 3? There it is. All right, glide slope is captured. Missed approach altitude 3,000 feet is set. Okay, gear down. Spoilers, managed approach speed. Flaps 3, speed's checked. Flaps 3. Mark, why is that flaps 3 landing? Because we can. Yeah, flaps 3 is better than flaps 4. Better for the engines, better for the environment, noise-wise. Alright, landing checklist. Cabin secured. Go around altitude 3,000 feet and ECAMO landing no boom. Linate traffic Alpine 73 Lima Bravo 3 mile final, runway 35.
Linate traffic, runway 35 located.
Lovely. There we go. As expected, we've got pappies both left and right. 60 metre wide runway, so let's focus on those pappies and not be drawn into a false perspective. Elliot, good timing, mate. Right, I've got to concentrate on the landing now. 3 knot, perfect crosswind. Hopefully not an issue. So to pass off, 5 control. Stable.
Above. Minimum.
Continue.
$50, $40, $30, $20. Retard.
Spoilers, reverse, manual brakes. And roll off at golf. Linate traffic, runway 35 is vacated.
The cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties. However, we ask that you remain seated until the fast.
Chris, are you in Italy? Excellent.
Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls, or internet access may now be used. Please make sure that you take all your personal belongings with you. Checking in the seat box.
Right, strobe lights off. All the other lights off. Start our APU.
Smoking is not permitted until you reach a designated smoking area. On behalf of the captain and the crew,
Radars off. Spoilers, flaps, TCAS.
Easyjet journey. For the latest news, promotions, flight and destination information, check out our official Facebook page, Twitter, or Easyjet app.
And we'll just take any of the stands here. So stand 15 is there, stand 16 should be just here. No marshaller to greet us. We'll just make it up ourselves then, shall we? I forget which scenery I've got in for this, but we'll check out the replay in a moment. And there we go, parking brake is set. Right, how long has it been? It's been a couple of minutes, so we'd need to just leave the engines running for another minute before we shut that down. But we're going to check out the replay. But in order to do that, of course, let us get off the VATSIM network. So do that. We'll also get rid of self-loading cargo so we don't scare those passengers. There we go. Right, let's check out the landing. I thought the landing looked alright from the front view. Let's see what the passengers thought about it. Did look like a gorgeous approach coming in, didn't it? Those city lights. Welcome to Milan, everybody. Best part of the flight for me, this, watching the replay, as long as it was a decent landing. Milan hasn't got photogrammetry, is it, as a city? No, I don't think so. Are you down nice and safe now, Chewy? Pog, how do you watch replays? I use a app called... oh wow, look at that. That street looks awesome. I use SkyDolly. A free app and very, very nice little app to use. So simple, very easy and free. Available from flightsim.to. Beautiful. Did the did we get a landing rate calculation, or was it broken tonight? Seemed to have been broken the last few times we've done it, actually. So never mind if it doesn't work. Not that I truly believe what it says anyway. Is it photogrammetry earlier? I was in two minds at the start, wasn't it? Looked alright in the end. Looked quite nice, actually. That street looked amazing. Yeah, beautiful touchdown. Well, guys, thank you so much once again for joining us. Hope you've had a nice evening's flight with us. Flight time about 1 hour and 15 minutes, and a nice. Most of our stream today was taken up with the taxi in Amsterdam. I'm only kidding. Told you. I prefer the Amsterdam taxi to. I prefer the Amsterdam taxi to Malaga. Malaga is just ridiculous. Alright guys, well, stay tuned on our Discord server for news of our next flight, and of course, make sure to check out our past streams as well as our future streams. They're always going to be listed on Discord. So a massive thank you as always to our amazing supporters, Easyjet SimPilot channel members. Thank you so much. Good luck to Chumi, who's hopefully going to land safely with his yellow hydraulic loss. You'll be fine unless you lose green, in which case it's been nice knowing you. Alright my friends, thank you very much everyone. HD's popped in the chat as well. How long you've been there, who knows. Good night everybody. Have a great rest of your evening. Bye bye.
$500.